I'm Lauren Lemke. I'm the developer of Hemasaurus. Basically, I just want to make this video to update people on the status of the game and all of the bad stuff that's happened. So first, I must ask that you watch this video in its entirety and do not go out and act in any negative way on this information. But basically, I was forced to end my relationship with my publisher because of a contract dispute. Hemasaurus did rather well. The game made well into the six figures. The publisher received this money, and for whatever reason, I was paid nearly nothing of what I was contractually owed. If you subtract lawyers' fees, then I lost money overall, and to this date, I haven't been able to recover any of what I'm owed, and I have basically no expectation that I ever will. It took me about 4 years of my life to make this game, so needless to say, it was a massive loss for me if I put any value on my time at all. And the game dev industry moves so fast that a wasted 4 years of my life is devastating. The game dev industry is so highly competitive and it gets harder and harder each day that losing this amount of time it's a major setback. But again, I ask that you don't go out and do anything negative with this information. Don't call for boycotts, don't leave mean comments, none of that pitchfork and torches type stuff, because the situation is complicated. For example, a different developer had a more public dispute with this publisher, and some of this developer's fans came after me and attacked me and called for a boycott of my games. And they said things like, "How dare you work with a publisher that does this to developers?" And I'm like, "But I'm a developer. Like, why are you coming after me?" So going on the offensive is dumb because you're just going to hurt other developers, and I don't want that. Also, I still like many of the employees at this company. Most of them didn't do anything wrong. They're cruel people. They don't deserve any grief. So I don't want to bring any negativity their way that they don't deserve either. To be honest, I'm still not really sure why I wasn't paid. I can only speculate, but I don't suspect it's anything personal. It's just business, I guess. To oversimplify a very complex situation, but basically my friend and the then CEO of the publisher passed away. And he was an essential piece of the puzzle, and without him, things didn't go well. I would just like to move on with my life and the game and let you folks know why the update has been taking forever. It was hard to lose the person who believed in me and my games, and because of that, I maybe let the issue drag on a little longer than I should have, and maybe I should have acted sooner. But I don't want the publisher to fail. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I'm not looking for revenge. I don't hold a grudge. I can now say that I fully own 100% of everything I've ever made, which is really cool. So rest assured, any support you show me in my games now goes directly to me. So again, I may sound like a broken record throughout this video, but please do not go do anything negative on my behalf in regards to this information. I just feel I owe it to my audience to give an explanation as to why the update is taking forever. And some people have been speculating that it's because of a failure on my part. So I feel it's necessary to release this statement to protect my reputation from that speculation and kind of set the record straight. So it took a long time to resolve the contract issue because basically each platform, Steam, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, Epic, all had to be treated as sort of like a separate recovery operation. They each had their own process to transfer the games back to me. And I basically lost nearly a year of just jumping through hoops trying to recover my property, and this was affecting Super Blood Hockey as well, which between that and Hemasaurus, it basically represented all of my income, and I lost a lot of revenue for an extended period of time. This whole process of working on a game for 4 years and having it do well and getting essentially nothing for it, it was also devastating to my mental and physical health. I started to suffer all sorts of weird stress-related ailments. Even if I didn't believe it at the time, it affected me in a rather negative way. It was so bad that I was puking blood, Super Blood Hockey style at one point. And beyond just not getting any money for my hard work in 4 years of my life, there's a multitude of other issues going wrong with this game. For example, there's a physical game company that is notorious for licensing the worst games released and then selling them in limited quantities to stir up FOMO as a means to make money. And my game, Super Blood Hockey, got licensed to them, which I must state was within the contractual right of the publisher to do so. But I personally would prefer not to have them license Super Blood Hockey because I don't think it's a shit game worthy of their catalog of garbage. So that sucked. And I never even got a copy of the physical game. And to add insult to injury, they forgot to add my name to the box as the developer, which I don't know, maybe that's a good thing, but mostly that happened because I wasn't included in the process at all. And the ex-CEO of the company always included me in every decision and every step of the way, but once he passed away, that relationship kind of changed with the company. And in fact, when the physical first came out for Super Blood Hockey, I thought it was somebody doing so illegally because I had no idea about any of it. So, so there's a physical of my game out there that I didn't make anything from, I don't have a single copy of, and my name isn't even on it. And now there's a mobile game from China that's stealing my intellectual property. You may have seen these advertisements for this mobile game. They've stolen art assets from my game, including Hemasaurus. They've taken footage from my game, and they actually use it within their game as sort of like an intro sequence. And they've been using stolen footage and stolen assets in tons of advertisements across basically every social media platform. They have like millions of downloads. I filed a DMCA takedown with Google, but they accused me of filing a fraudulent claim and said that I had to prove my innocence or else my accounts would be deleted. So I basically had to go through this whole process of really regretting filing a DMCA claim because it totally backfired on me. And in the end, Google declined to take any action at all. So it was basically just another nightmare for me, and it didn't stop the thieves anyway. And to be specific, when I say thieves, I'm referring to this mobile game company who is stealing my assets, stealing my copyrighted intellectual property. So I do ask that if you see one of these advertisements, do leave a comment pointing people to the real game. It helps out. Based on the number of downloads and how many advertisements they're pushing out, I'm pretty sure this mobile company has made more money from Hemasaurus than I have. So in summary, a bunch of people have made money off of Hemasaurus, but I'm not one of them, and that's why I can't update the game. Updating the game takes money. I have to pay a porting team to help me port the game, and it costs a decent chunk of money. It basically costs a bunch of money that I don't have, that I was expecting to have. I mean, I wasn't expecting my relationship with the publisher to end. So now that I'm back in control of my games, I am making money again, but it's a small fraction of what the game was making. But rest assured that any support you show my games now goes directly to me. But the game has not been doing well since, especially since the update has been delayed. Sort of the perception of the game is that it's a dead game. I don't want to think of it that way. But basically, in order to do an update, I have to do an update on Steam, Epic, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, all at once. And I require the help of a porting company to do so. And it costs a lot of money that I just don't have right now. And to be totally honest, I don't even know if sinking more money into the game will pay itself back. It's very possible I would just lose more money and lose more of my life on this. The worst part is I have new content ready to go, but I can't get funding from anywhere because sales have slumped so much. No publisher wants to fund an already released game that's on a downward trend. Plus, I'm not really super eager to enter into a publisher relationship with just anybody, given the events discussed. I also opened a merchandise shop in hopes of gathering additional funding for the update, but I had issues with artists who basically scammed me. So they request that they get half the money up front and then half upon completion, which seems fair. But then what they do is they take the first half of the money with no intention of ever finishing the project, send you like a sketch, if even that, and then say, oh, my grandma's sick, now I can't finish the project. So, thanks for half the money, and here's a half completed, not even half completed piece of art that I can't put it on a t-shirt and sell it. So it's just money that was lit on fire. Fortunately, a member of my Discord community came through for me, helped me out. We got an awesome t-shirt released, but I still lost money with that overall. So, so needless to say, basically nothing in regards to the game has gone well. And this is only a little bit of it. There's more. The only thing that really kept me sane was seeing people have fun with the game. I'm really happy that so many people enjoyed the game. Like, seriously, everybody who left a positive comment, positive review, a Let's Play video. Like, seeing people laughing and having fun in the game, it's the only the only reason I managed to stay somewhat sane throughout this whole process. The happiness that it brought other people is basically the only thing of value that I got from Terra of Hemasaurus. So in a way, that's what matters most to me, but I still got to pay bills, and updates still cost money, and basically that's why the update has taken forever and will take longer, unfortunately. But again, please ask that instead of doing anything negative with this information, do something positive instead. There's a ton of ways that you can help me out in a positive way now that I own my games. All sales are going directly to me, so consider buying a friend a copy, telling a friend about the game, leaving a positive review if you haven't already. Anything and everything is really much appreciated at this point. If you had fun with the game, it really does make me feel good to know that you had fun with it, so please don't hesitate to let me know. But again, please no torches and pitchforks type stuff. Don't go after the publisher, don't go after the employees, nor other developers, because it won't accomplish anything. It's not what I want, and it's not my style. I don't want this publisher to fail. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I don't take it personally. It's just, sometimes, I think it's just a case of shit happens, to be totally honest. There's a lot of details, a lot of things going on that I can't speak about specifically, so holding a grudge is a serious burden, and it's not healthy. So I would like to just move on from all of this. There's been this whole cloud of negativity hanging over me, and it's totally lethal to creativity. I need to get this out. I also need to get this out there as a way to like move on so my brain can get back to being creative. Having this, like, I feel like I've just been stuck in this awful place of like not being able to do anything and not being able to make forward progress, and just the wheels have been spinning, and I've been trying to make something happen with Terra of Hemasaurus so I can get the update out to all of you, and it just hasn't happened. So I'm truly sorry to everyone about the update that has taken so long, and it will take longer. I honestly don't know what to do at this point. It may be that I have to release a new game, and with any luck that would make me enough money to fund the Terra of Hemasaurus update, but starting a new game is another multi-year project in the works, so I'm saving my own money for the update at the moment, but at the current rate of sales, it's going to take years. And sales are only declining, so, which in turn makes it harder for me to go out and pitch the game to publishers to get funding. It's kind of like a death spiral or like some bad feedback loop. I don't really know how to end this video except to say thank you to everyone who has helped me through this process, everyone who has ever supported me in any way. I won't give up. I won't stop making games. And I would just like to thank everyone for being understanding and for being patient. And I'm going to need more understanding and more patience from you guys.